Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Beyond Authentic, where we go beyond the mundane to tell you all about authentic witchcraft. My name is Lisa, and for today's Witchy Wednesday video, I've got a video that's kind of been requested. So a couple of you have sent me messages on YouTube and also on Instagram asking for an altar tour. Now, that's not something that I can do very easily because my altar space, as I call it, is actually something that changes all the time. It's only ever really set up and kind of energized and is being used when I'm doing particular working. So it's a very pragmatic, it's a very working space. However, what I have got is something which you've seen in many videos, which changes as the seasons go, and that is my background here. Now, it's become a de facto altar because there are workings on there, there are god and goddess images on there, there are actual poppets on there. So I thought, why not show you around that, especially as I've set it up for Litha. Is that Lisa with a lisp? Who knows? Stay tuned to find out in today's video. I'm very funny with altars. I set them up as temporary spaces, but this, which is my background, has rapidly become kind of one of my altar spaces, really, my main altar space. So I wanted to show you the backdrop that I've created for the Summer Solstice or Litha, not just for the video, but this will probably run until maybe a week or so after the Summer Solstice, and then we'll have a change up getting ready for Lammas. So I'll show you kind of what's on this area because it's got very busy, as you can see. First of all, I'm going to do the shelf just below. So this is my bookshelf. There's lots of witchy magical books all on here. This is my tarot tub. It's got lots of tarot cards in there. So obviously books and things, herb books and stuff in the background there. But this is a mojo bag, which is going to be an ancestor's bag. There's a couple of bits in there that I've got already from past relatives that have passed over. So yeah, there's bits and pieces that are going into there that will be kept very private. That's just for me. There's a little dish here with some magical jewelry in, so that's got some of my pentagram earrings and things, and that just sits here because it's kind of the general magical area. The witch casket pin that we got in last month's box with the world, which as you saw got me quite emotional. There's some ratty treats just behind there as well, just because they enjoy those when they come out. Obviously my little incense, no, it's not an incense holder. What's that? It's a wax melt burner. There you go. In the shape of a cauldron. I really like that. This one just behind here, this little box, has the rose quartz pendant in it that Kirsty sent me, and also the little crystal bracelet that Belinda sent me, both in friend mail. So they sit there in again, special place, and I wear those on special occasions. My triple moon goddess candle holder, another candle holder, triple goddess candle holder, candle snuffer, and the little spell bottle. I've not done anything with that yet. That also came in the witch casket. And below that is just a mess of more magical books, workings, one of the CCTV cameras we've got in the flat that I need to repair. That's why it's sat there, because I need to sort that out with its plug. We've got several of those in the flat. Over this side, as you can see, we do have a goddess image, the green woman, some battery powered candles. That's the, you can see there, look, the backdrop doesn't go all the way down. And then I guess that I should show you on top. Now these flowers are actually artificial, which is why they still look amazing. They are from Home Bargains, and I think they were like £1 a bunch. So yeah, they're really cool. If you can hear Ruby, by the way, she's actually just sleeping on the wood laminate floor just next to me. Anyway, so because of the solstice, I like to have bright flowers and yellow flowers, but of course at this time of year everything is already gone over in terms of daffodils, tulips, things like that, because we're already in the summer heat, so that's already gone over. Up here is my Himalayan pink salt lamp, love that, and also there we go, just put that back in there. So yeah, so that's why I have artificial flowers in an old pottery vase that came from the antique shop that I used to run, because it is probably like at least 70-80 years old, that pot. This pot isn't though, although it's probably not that far off. It is just an earthenware terracotta pot. Now this is just an offerings pot, or in this case it's going to be just to sort of charge various things. Now as you can see, I've put the gold goddess sticker on there, which I absolutely adore, and she just shines absolutely gorgeously. A couple of yellow candles in there. There's a moon hair grip with a I'm not sure, I think that's just, is that quartz or is that opalite? I think it's opalite actually, that one. And then my antizan. Now why is that there? Because I get bitten and stung all the bloody time, all the time. Like, I am an absolute open all you can eat buffet for mosquitoes and mozzies and things and bugs, so they all love me. So that's there. It's charging to try and make sure that basically when I need it, it does its job as quickly as possible. So yeah, so this is using magical energy to help with medical energy. Then I've got these lovely, amazing oak sprigs that I found literally this afternoon on a little walk to a little wooded area near me, and I did ask the plant permission before I took them. Just here is my secateurs as well. They get charged up as well because they are my magical secateurs, which I use for magical purposes. There's my travel altar on my altar. I know, right? It's altarception, but that's got a necklace on it full of different types of crystals. The healing brooch, if I just hold that there, is just tucked in there as well with the selenite. I think that's also an opalite hairband actually, with the selenite wand. So that is designed to charge, magnify and increase the energies from the healing brooch. So I wear the healing brooch in all of my videos now, especially on the self-care Sundays, and basically the idea is when people see it on the camera, when they see it on video, you just send a little bit of energy towards the healing brooch, and then when it's not being worn, it literally sits here, and if people need that healing energy, they can call on it, and it's being magnetized and magnified and all of that by it being sat here on the altar. So yeah, so that's why that's there. Obviously for solstice I have to have sunrise at Stonehenge. This is a print. It's normally lives in our bedroom. I absolutely adore this image. I have spent three solstices, I think 3 now, at Stonehenge, and each year it's different, and hopefully in a couple of years time or next year we'll be able to do that again for the next solstice. But at the moment, with everything going on in the world, just can't do it really, can we? So it's just not safe to do it. Even if we were allowed, I still don't think it's safe. So anyway, there you go. I will be watching it. English Heritage normally have a live feed every year from Stonehenge, so I will be watching it, probably on my tablet while I'm sat in the garden watching the sun come up live, with my metal cauldron, doing a bit of wood burning and basically burning some wood, doing a little mini bonfire. Anyway, there's also the abundance bag there, as you can see, that was in the witch casket box. Love that on there because it is gold and black. Coming across here to this is just some wildflowers, buttercups, all sorts of random bits of grasses, some plantain and everything. This is just what I picked literally again when I went and got the oak. So that's literally been picked, what, half an hour as I'm filming this. I think it's really pretty. It's just some meadow flowers. You would probably call them weeds. I think they're beautiful. That's just in a little glass bottle. These plants are all artificial, unfortunately, on my altar, just because this room doesn't get a lot of natural light. We've got a big tree behind this part of the flat, and basically we don't get any natural light here at all. But anyway, it's easier to have artificial plants than it is to try and keep ones alive and growing. But anyway, I've got a little goddess image there that's made out of Fimo. That is in the rainbow colours. I always associate June with Pride Month. So yeah, that's why that's there. A little witch's hat brooch that I wear quite often as well. More of the holly, oak. I'm getting confused which god we're talking about. This is a ceramic planter, and I absolutely love it. Now the plant is artificial, but the planter is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's just the most beautiful thing, in the shape of a cauldron. It's quite lightweight, and I just absolutely love the fact that it's got the pentacle on there in the silver. Bit of Lady Million perfume on the altar. I know, right? It's gold, it's sparkly, that's why that sits there. Behind there is a healing poppet. We've got my jar full of crystals just behind there. This is is it crab rose or whatever it's called? Just a little rose thing that I got on my walk. Moving up, God and Goddess image. It's very Wiccan based. I'm not Wiccan, but I do acknowledge the God and Goddess energies, especially at this sort of time. So that sits on the altar. Normally I've got my springtime goddess one. That normally sits on there quite a bit as well. I'll show you that one there. There you go. So these ones were made by the same person who made the little goddess image there. There's also on this side, now this little silver pot has got the sun to us. On the other side is the moon. So that, because this is a sun altar, we've got very much the sun energy, so we've got the sun side. That there, as you can see, is another God and Goddess image that's wrapped in oak leaves, because again, this time of year is all about the oak, but I will be telling you all about that in a video I'm about to film. This plant pot, I've put a yellow band round just because, again, summer. There is an abundance spell going on here in the background. That's just permanently on the altar. There is a lovely hair grip, which is all sparkly and gorgeous, and a Pidgeot from Pokemon, just because. So yeah, that is on there just because it's yellow and it's bright and it's a bird. This little smudger is a little mini smudger that was given to me by a friend, and basically it is for smudging and making the smoke sort of waft and things, and it's green and I absolutely love it. So yeah, that sits on the altar. So for me, my altar, my solstice altar, is all about a mix of yellow, green and rainbow. This was the lovely altar cloth or scarf that Renata actually sent me. So this has gone up in the background because it is Pride season, but also because I really do associate rainbows and this particular thing with the middle of summer, because that's normally Pride season for us. Again, the sunglasses represent that. You're always going to find crystals on my altar. You're always going to find a Buddha. You're always going to find some sort of representation of plants. This is another scarf that I've just wound round as well. It's a beautiful orange and yellow sort of colours. And there you go. This is the witchcraft pennant from the witch casket box. So there you go. That is what is on my current backdrop stroke altar. This has really become kind of like my permanent magical space. I am working on an altar for Hecate, which is going to be very, very different, but this just feels right for the summer solstice. Now, obviously, if you are Wiccan, this is a very different altar setup to what you may be used to. The only sort of real tools are the smudger I've got there, the candlesticks, the selenite wand arguably is a tool, and of course the items in the mini altar just in there. Everything else is very much on here for a reason. It's very much my own personal way of acknowledging the summer solstice. Now, this is what I like to do on most of my big festivals, is I will create a space that actually works for me. Whether or not this is sort of how you would set up your altar is absolutely fine, because quite frankly, it should be personal for everybody. So this is why I really, really enjoy doing these sort of very different altar spaces. And obviously for me, I have the joy of having this as a backdrop in my videos. But anyway, do let me know what you put on your altar. Do let me know if you have sort of seasonal altar setups like this, where you acknowledge the various sort of seasons, and if so, what goes on it? What do you put on your altar and why? That would be absolutely fascinating. I am going to be filming a video a little bit later when it's got a bit cooler, all about the summer solstice, so that should be going up a little bit either later today or tomorrow. But for today, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and as we always say, stay you, stay weird, stay authentic, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.